Hey guys, Hero Flyers here, and we're taking another look at the Neverwinter beta. This time we're looking at one of the earliest skirmishes you get access to at Blacklake. I already queued up before, and when it found me an unavailable spot, it dropped me into a group with 4 other people. And right there you get the bonfire to heal any health you may have lost before. She just tells you what the skirmish is about. Long story short is it's just protect a person of interest against waves of zombies. Since you've last seen this character, I've acquired a couple of new powers, which I shall show you very soon. After showing off my daily power, which I love a lot. This is one of the new powers, which basically it lifts up the enemy and interrupts any of the moves, which is quite useful. Another power is which you may not have seen there, thanks to someone else using their daily power, which is pretty impressive still. The other new move that I got was an attack that conjures up an ice storm around the character, which deals damage to any other character around them, which is very good at crowd control, as we use right here. So it does damage to the main guy with the whirlwind around them, and also does extra damage to characters around them. And right here I'm just making sure to keep my distance, because their control wizard does most of its work from a decent distance. And right there we get one of the first mini bosses, Hulk, which has a lot of health. But since I'm in a group, all I have to do is freeze him so that the fighter can get in, and that's all. Just make sure to try and keep him still so that the fighters can do the damage and I can not get damage. And right there is the chest which you get to unlock after the quest or the skirmish is finished. Right there, I just lit a barrel on fire which explodes and damages these guys. I didn't know that they were going to pop up there. It was just a luck of the draw. So now they're on fire, and of course fire does damage to them as well. And I seem to have lost my teammates who are off to the left of me, fighting another Hulk, which I didn't see before. But luckily enough, I can just smash these guys pretty easily. And again, the new power there, just coming in use. And right there, what you see is how the loot items are shared amongst the group. They're not actually shared. What happens is that you get 3 choices. You either get to be greedy, you can choose that you need it, or you can choose to pass on the item. And what happens is those that are greedy and those that need the item, they get put into a little mini game on the side where the game rolls the dice and then decides which one's going to win based on numbers. So if you look at the bottom left hand corner, the person who rolled the highest number, then they get to keep the item. So it's, in a way, it's fair, but sometimes it can get a bit irritating when you really need an item and other people just choose to be greedy. Right here is the boss of the skirmish. Yeah, the skirmish is a very quick one, if you will. And right here is an item that I need, so I go and click to need, but first I examine it. So what happens is that I go to need, and it shows there at the bottom left hand corner which characters chose what. So I chose to need it while the other guys are fighting, which is kind of a dirty tactic, because now these guys they still can choose like whether or not to be greedy or pass, but since they're a bit preoccupied, they don't really have that much time. So I'm just trying to just deal as much damage as I can. And right here I go into the daily power, but I get knocked off my feet, which wasn't very clever, but I managed to get in one anyway. But the boss was resistant to ice attacks, which is a bit of a bummer. But never mind, just stay away from the Hulk and just deal damage to them while while the fighters deal damage to the boss, because ice attacks don't work on him that much, or aren't very effective. And the Hulk is going down in a couple of seconds, and there he goes. Then just work on the boss, and after you complete a skirmish, you get this chart which shows you just how effective each character was. So it's a bit buggy at the moment, but in the full release it should be sorted. And that brings us to the end of this skirmish. Anyway, I shall see you guys next time.